Hello guys, my name is Peter and welcome back to SWTOR Central. This is going to be a video about the new characters that will be coming out in Game Update 5.10. So if you guys don't want to get spoiled at all, please don't watch this video because maybe some of the things that you will hear will contain spoilers, but to be perfectly honest, this is just going to be some character introduction. So we're gonna get to know the character and I'm gonna introduce you the characters in case if you don't know any of their history or why they are in the game. So I would just pretty much introducing these new characters that will probably key to the new storyline, and yeah, let's jump into it and see who are the characters. So the first character, her name is Tau Idair. She is a seasoned Jedi, and she spent years engaged in frontline combat against both the Sith Empire and also Zaku. She has a natural aptitude for lightsaber fighting techniques as well as the mechanics of the weapon itself. Her personal lightsaber has seen enough kintering and modification to rival any hot-rodded swoop or smuggler's frightened. Tau was recruited to join the Jedi colony on Ossus by Master Taral itself. The two of them were among the only survivors of the Leng campaign fought in the rock swamps of the planet Mimban. I will get to Mimban in a second. Although he was not her original master, Gnos Dural has become a close friend and mentor to Tau, and the two of them make a formidable team in even the most dire circumstances. So, I mentioned Mimban, and Mimban was the planet where a lot of things happened. Like, Mimban, formerly known as, I think, Psi Corporus 5, this is where like a lot of history happened, like and also a lot of lore in his like in this. This planet is mentioned during the Clone Wars. This was also mentioned like during the New Hope movie as well. This was also being scripted at some point. This would be like a planet, but it has not happened. Also, like Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, and even the droids crashed on Mimban as well while they are traveling. So there is like a lot of history with this planet Mimban, and these are coming from that planet. So I'm pretty sure they're going to mention Mimban a couple more, and I'm pretty sure there will be like a couple of more mentions will happening, like what they have been through and stuff like that. Like obviously this like the Old Republic has happened before the Clone Wars, before New Hope, before anything. Also, like think on Rise of the Hot Cartel. This one is mentioned, but of course it was mentioned on the Fatal Alliance movie, or book, sorry, and also the Tales of the Jedi as well. So that is not a surprise, but yeah, this planet is pretty much everywhere into the lore. The next character is Darth Melora. If you're familiar with Darth Melora, it is no surprise because she was in Korriban. She was, I think, accepting one of the like quests, and she was an apprentice to Lord Renning during the Cold War. Now, there has been a lot of time happened since we like met her on Korriban. And years later, Melora would become a Darth Lord of the Sith in her own right, going by the name, of course, Darth Melora, as we by knowing now, and she was the chosen to become a member of the Empire's Dark Council, so she is part of the Dark Council. Her expertise was a head of scientific advancement, overseeing technology and biotech science, so that's why you're probably seeing like her face is a little bit different, and probably she is like much more powerful than she was. Also, she is survived the Korriban institution or incursion, like Flashpoint, when a lot of like Republic players, and you probably saw it as well on Korriban incursion, you invaded Korriban. So she survived that, and she is now a member of the Dark Council. So the next person is General Daren. General Daren is gonna be the person who is going to recruit you if you're going to be on the Republic side. His full name is Andronindu Diplos Daren. I don't know how to pronounce it, so I will just put it there because it is like a weird name to pronounce it. So Daren is hulking and fearsome apprentice Billy, his studious nature and passion for the arts. Despite the initial physical strength, Daren has no particular love for battle and rarely even carries a blaster. He is tremendously fond of literature, poetry, theater, and the visual arts. His personal quarters are scattered with paintings and musical instruments he's dabbled with over the years, which is interesting to hear, by the way. Daren's love of culture and the arts was the primary driver of his enlistment in the military and subsequent years of meritorious service. In his youth, Daren's family worked with Jedi Master Way Marcus to help resettle refugees from worlds conquered by the Empire, instilling him and the deep understanding of the cost of any Imperial victory. Now, let's get back here for a second, because there is some mention here about Master Way Marcos. Now, Way Marcos is an interesting character because it is actually been on the Old Republic. Way Marcos was a Grand Mail Master Jedi who served the Jedi Order during the Galactic War between the Galactic Republic, and Master Marcos was stationed on Belsavis, where he discovered an ancient and powerful being imprisoned in Belsavis thousands of years ago. He believed that the Elsu fanatical despise, and it is like an interesting lore, because this one, Way Marcos, is mentioned in the Old Republic, only on the Old Republic. And he tasked the Republic Spacer of confront Elsu and ensure he never escapes Belsavis. Elsu is, by the way, one of the characters who was like imprisoned in like one of these Rakata prisons. And also he is a Rakata. So this is some of the like interesting lore that is going around here about it. Like, as you see, like Daren's worked for Master Way Marcus, and Way Marcus was the guy we met during Belsavis. So it is an interesting lore to see that, by the way. The next character is Major Enry. Now, Major Enry is an advancement of non-human in the ranks of the Sith Empire's military, has been slow but steady since the reforms first put forth by Darth Malgus and continued by Darth Mar. I don't think there is no introduction for those two characters. It is now estimated that up to 8% of the Imperial military is staffed by non-humans. Among the highest ranking of these, the Twi'lek ex-slave Enry, because she was a slave, I guess, who serves as a major in command of a prestigious Special Forces unit, Raven Squad. Now, we don't know any specifics about Raven Squad, but I guess we will see what is that all about. Enry views her advancement in the meteoric terms of the Sith Empire at large. One's power and standing rises as they prove their superiority by overcoming the threats and ingredients facing them. Her skillful leadership and gallows humor have made her popular with her fellow troops, and while her outspokenness has led some officers and Sith to question her dedication, her troops know firsthand that her determination to see the First Empire triumph over all foes is absolute. Now, this character, I'm pretty sure it is going to be pretty amazing. So hopefully we going to get along her in the Imperial side. I mean, it's pretty sure like this character was there ever since like Darth Malgus and Darth Mar. So I think it is going to be pretty exciting to see her. And especially her humor. So we rarely got a humoristic character in the Imperial side. So hopefully this one is going to be good. And last but not least, we have Master Taral, who was a Keldor Master Jedi and serving the Jedi Order and the Galactic Republic during the Great Galactic War and ensuring Cold War with the reconstructing Sith Empire. Now, there has been a bunch of lores about Master Taral, so it is definitely inside of the Old Republic era. And if you not saw like some of the stuffs like what they are mentioned during like the timeline, and also during what he has done in the game, I'm pretty sure you just need to look at Viki, because it is first of all also mentioned in like all of the timelines pretty much in the Old Republic Annihilation book, also in Shadow of Revan and Knights of the Eternal Throne. So there is a lot of mentions. Of course, it is mentioned by the Journal of Mastering Knows Taral. If you don't have the collector's edition, then make sure to just read out some of the stuffs, because I think it's in the internet. But if you do have the collector's edition, or if you do have the Journal of Mastering Knows Taral, you can read a bunch of lores about him. I mean, I'm not gonna read through all of that, even though I have the journal. I'm not gonna read through all of it because it's like a crazy stuff is going around for Mastering Knows Taral. I'm just gonna go for a small, brief explanation of what is going to be happening in Knows Taral in this update, I think. Now, Jedi Master Knows Taral was most widely known as the Order Chief Historian. His extensive analyses have been pivotal in the Jedi Council's decision-making for many years, and his deep study of the actions and motives of influential Sith figures has led directly to numerous key victories against them. But the studious, patient Keldor Jedi has not merely viewed the events of the galaxy from a safe distance. Knows Taral has played an active role in galactic events throughout his career, granting him a unique level of insight into a day-to-day relatives of the people he documents. So of course he's doing the usual stuff. He's going to document a lot, just like we got the journal, and the journal starts by documenting a lot of things that he has been through a lot of times. So that's it. That's all the characters that's going to be like introduced. I don't know who is in the middle. I cannot wait to see who is in the middle, because I'm pretty sure it is going to be like a ton of fun to see who is like inside of the middle circle. But like, I do know it is going to be a ton of fun, without a doubt. So get ready, guys, because 5.10 is just about the corner. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the story. Especially if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give a like on it. Until then, I hope you guys did enjoy, and peace out.